Good morning, everyone. How was your day? How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are fine. And now you are with me, Teacher Pian นะคะ Today we are going to talk about our project 5 together นะคะ which is about creating animated movies. Animated movies. Can you think about that? There are many animated movies right now. For example, like from Toy Story is also animated movies, or in from Japanese like Japanese animation like Doraemon, uh, Kimetsu no Yaiba, JoJo, something like that. Many animated movies or cartoon more than me นะคะเด็กก็จะรู้จักมากกว่าทีเชอร์เนาะ and I want to ask you some question. Do you know that how we create the video, I mean create animated movie in the past. As we all know now, we have like many kind of programs or softwares that help you to create a video or application on your phone. If you have like only one smartphone or tablet, you also can create your own video, right, or your own animation. But in the past, do you know that how we create a video or animated movies? Yes, we don't have computers. We don't have any kind of computers. So we used to make an animated movie by using each photograph of every single movement. So I have some video for you after this, how to create the animated movie. And you need to think about if you have to create your own animated movie, how long did you take time to create one story? You can think about it after you watched this video. Let's see.
Just how was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs created? Just how was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs created? And how are the famous Disney short films made? To give you the answer, we take you behind the closed doors of the famed Walt Disney Studio in Hollywood. Doors usually barred to all visitors. During the past 3 years, the studio staff has grown from less than 300 to more than 700 artists and musicians. They worked in shifts, night and day, to complete this unique experiment in entertainment. Remember as a kid how you made your own movies by drawing little figures on the pages of a pad and flipping the pages to make the figures move? That's the basic principle behind animated pictures today. But that's not all there is to it. First, you need a story. Thinking up funny stories is the job of Walt Disney's writers, gag men, and sketch artists. After much trial and error, several hundred rough drawings illustrating the high points of each story are completed. Let's follow the story into conference, where Walt Disney and his hard-boiled directors look it over. Not a picture, long or short, goes into production without Walt's personal okay. Next, a director whips the script and dialogue into final form. Then he calls in his assistants, including his musical composer, and plans the score of the picture, timing out each scene carefully. He even acts out every move of the action, so that the men who work with him can visualize what the scene will look like on the screen. Now he sets his expert animators to work, the skilled artists who draw every movement in complete detail, just as you will see it in the theater. Each animator's drawing board is lighted from below. He looks through the paper at the character he has previously outlined and draws the next movement in correct position. This clever animator is using a mirror to capture a tricky facial expression like this. Let's move along to the test camera department. Here the animator's rough drawings are photographed in sequence, one at a time. This film is developed and returned to the animator, who checks to see how good it is by running it in a small projection machine called a moviola. In this moviola, as the animator runs his film backward and forward, we catch a graceful glimpse of the screen's newest heroine, Snow White herself. Now we're in one of the studio projection rooms, where Walt and his staff study the rough animation of a sequence about the 7 lovable little dwarfs. Once they are okayed, the thousands of pencil drawings go to the inking department. Here, hundreds of pretty girls, in a comfortable building all their own, well lighted, air-conditioned throughout, cover the drawings with sheets of transparent celluloids. Then they painstakingly trace every line of every drawing in ink, following exactly in every detail the original animation drawings. Now the picture moves into its final stage, color. In the studio paint laboratory, all colors used are made up from secret formulas. Expert chemists develop more than 1,500 different shades of color for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The inked celluloids next go to the painting department, where more pretty girls apply the final colors on the back. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs required 250,000 celluloids painted like this one. In another department of the big Disney studio, artists delicately paint the beautiful stage settings for the picture. These backgrounds are done in watercolor. Artists work for months on backgrounds like the interior of the Seven Dwarfs' cottage. But the colossal task isn't finished even yet. The celluloids and backgrounds must still be photographed by the master camera in Technicolor. Here the operator puts a Donald Duck celluloid on top of a background as the overhead camera exposes one frame of film. To photograph Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, this operation had to be repeated more than 500,000 times. Next, the film passes into the hands of technicians, and the sound effects are recorded. Finally, a symphony orchestra records the musical score, the hit tunes that will thrill listeners the world over. Now comes a crucial moment, the picture's world premiere in Hollywood. Crowds flock to see an animation exhibit set up outside the famous Disney show.
All right. Before we going to start to do our animated movie, I would like you guys to make up your own story. How are we going to start? So let's see together. Yes, you need to find your own character นะคะ somebody you need to find the character it can be more than one or two three it depends on you นะคะจะเป็นหนึ่งตัวละครหนึ่งตัวก็ได้หรือสองตัวก็ได้นะคะโดยคำถามเราก็คือ who is the main character or who are the main characters for example I got three characters they are shark a wolf and a tiger they are friends together they are friends นะคะเป็นเพื่อนกันเป็นเพื่อนกัน and you need to think about what they want what does he or she or what do they want ก็คือเขาอยากได้อะไรนั่นเองว่าตัวละครของเราเนี่ยกำลังคิดจะทำอะไรอะไรประมาณนั้นนะคะ they wanted to be nice with other animals as we all know that shark wolf and tiger they are not friendly to people or any kind of animals but you need to think about what happened or what is the problem เด็กก็ต้องลองคิดดูว่าปัญหาอะไรหน้าที่ทำให้shark wolf แล้วก็ tiger เนี่ยไม่สามารถเป็นเพื่อนหรือว่า nice กับคนอื่นได้ because everyone is scared of them ใช่ไหมคะใครๆก็กลัวสมมติเห็น shark ใช่ไหมหรือ wolf or tiger ใครๆก็กลัวใช่ไหม because they eat meat อ่าเพราะว่าเราอาจจะเป็นอาหารของมันเมื่อไหร่ก็ได้ใช่ไหมคะ and then you need to find out how did the character or how did the characters if you have more than one deal with the problem แล้วเด็กก็ต้องหาวิธีแก้ใช่ไหมคะให้กับเอ่อเหล่าบรรดา wolf shark แล้วก็ tiger ของ teacher ใช่ไหมซึ่ง teacher ก็บอกว่าthey decide that not they decided to eat only vegetables เขาก็อยากเป็นเพื่อนกับทุกคนเขาก็เลยตัดสินใจว่าไปกินผักอย่างเดียวแล้วกัน but in the end ค่ะจากนั้นแต่ how did the story end เด็กๆลองคิดดูว่าถ้า shark wolf tiger eat only vegetables it, it's impossible ใช่ไหมคะเป็นไปไม่ได้แน่นอน so you need to find out the way or the end of the story so I decided to end like this they met an owl who told them that eating meat isn't bad because it is who you are เด็กๆสามารถจบท้ายด้วยการให้ข้อคิดได้เลยนะคะว่าเอ่อตอนจบเนี่ยเขาก็ไปเจอกับ owl นะคะ and sorry it's not O นะคะ and owl owl ก็คือนกฮูกนะคะนกฮูกแล้วก็บอกเขาว่าอะไรเอ่ยเฮ้ยเธอการกินเนื้อมันไม่ผิดหรอกเพราะว่ามันเป็นธรรมชาติของเราหรือว่า because it's who you are มันเป็นเรื่องที่เราเป็นอยู่แล้วเราไม่สามารถฝืนธรรมชาติได้นั่นเองนะคะ That is for my story แค่นี้เราก็สามารถทำ story ของเราได้แล้วนะคะ so today นะคะ I would like you guys to write your own story นะคะ by using the the story that I made before this one นะคะที่ฉันอยากให้เด็กลองเขียนเองนะคะ your own make up your own story นะคะเดี๋ยวที่ฉันจะแปะเอ่อ จะแปะเป็นตารางนะคะให้นะคะสำหรับเด็กๆที่จะสามารถไปดูแล้วก็ไปเขียนตามได้นะคะ and not forget to submit your story นะคะ I can help you if you want my help นะคะที่เชอร์สามารถช่วยเด็กๆได้นะคะถ้าเด็กอยากให้ที่เชอร์ช่วยอะไรเนาะ so that's it for today นะคะ I hope you guys enjoy the animated movie I mean animated clip video ในเอพิโซดต่อไปนะคะเราจะพูดกันถึง how to create your animated นะคะเดี๋ยวเราจะมาพูดกันว่าเด็กๆจะทำการ์ตูนหรือว่าการ์ตูนเครื่องหมายของเด็กได้อย่างไรนะคะ so let's see on Friday นะคะเราจะเจอกันในวันศุกร์นะคะในเอพิโซดที่2 how to create your own animation